Hello everybody, my name is Spade and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode with the 2021 NASCAR mod installed. Last episode, we ended up finishing 7th place after a disastrous last third of the race. Or last third of the last lap of the race. We were leading up until then. If you didn't see it, go give it a watch. Should definitely be an interesting one. But this week we're taking on the Mid-Ohio road course, and because 15 laps just doesn't seem like long enough, I'm going to bump this up to 25. Just for this event. We'll drop it back down after. But with the cautions and everything else on the road course, I feel like it's necessary to bump it up to 25. And instead of the 15 laps, it's going to put us at 28, which I feel like is a much better number to actually be able to have a good race on. Other than that, nothing else to really report upon. We are 4th in points, so hopefully we can stay right around this point. Let's go ahead and jump to the track, and I will see you in the garage right before the race. Alright, so we have finished practice and qualifying. Practice, our best time was a 1:31.364, but in all honesty, I kind of ended practice a bit early. I kept falling off the course, and I just was getting frustrated with dealing with all the other cars on the track when I'm trying to practice and learn it. So I just said, screw it, go into qualifying. Qualified 23rd. I am starting 22nd, and I think that's due primarily to the fact I wasn't as fast as I could be in a lot of the sections of the track, so I was just taking it slow. I feel like I could have easily qualified top 20 if I was really getting on it, but I didn't really have the practice time I wanted. I also decided that the M&M's mixed car would be our road track car for this this season. Get used to seeing this car whenever we head to a road course. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the race. And we are green at the Mid-Ohio Sportscar course. 28 lap event. First stage is 6 laps. We do not have enough fuel to make it all the way, but I have a hard time believing it'll be green this entire stage anyway. That's part of the reason why I increased the number of laps for the road course, just due to the fact that they just don't ever stay green, and there's just not enough laps if you run it on 13. So we're going to bump it up to 25 for road courses. Everything else will be on 13, though. That way videos aren't too long. And I feel comfortable with most of this track. I don't know Mid-Ohio that well, but this corner right here that we're coming up to now, I'm not super familiar with the braking zone yet, and I always get run over because I feel like I have to brake harder than the CPU does. I need to figure out how to flutter the gas through this section. That way I'm not wanting to spin it like I just did there. And then the other section is right before you get to pit road. I struggle through that little section of the track. I just don't fully understand how to get through it quickly. But my concern right now is not running like the fastest laps. I just need to stay on the course. If I stay on the course, then the positions will come. I just need to keep the car in one piece and on the course. This section of the track I do not understand at all. But we seem to be making good time if I can just keep the car straight. And I tend to accelerate a little bit too hard. I'm a little bit too hard on the throttle, but it is difficult with a controller to kind of flutter it. So it's definitely a skill I've been trying to work on. But as long as I can keep it straight, we should be in good position. I'm going to dive underneath Ty Dillon on a hairpin. I always gain so many spots in this section of the track. And then they always... like the hairpin plus this backstretch here is where I can tend to gain, and then once we get into this next segment, it's where I can lose it pretty easily. So yeah, he's just gonna plow into the back of me. I don't understand it. And now I'm getting on 2 wheels. I'm curb hopping. Car's going sideways, and I pretty much almost went to a dead stop trying to keep it straight. So like I said, I can gain them in the hairpin, but they always get them right back. Drove it too hard, stay on the course. Alright, we did keep it on the course, but we're going to lose a couple of spots due to that. Back now outside the top 20 again. Hopefully we can gain it up through this segment of the track. Have my doubts, though. Ooh, Ty Dillon is slow. I wonder if something's wrong with that car. We might be getting a caution, actually, right now. I wonder what happened to Ty Dillon. Coming through the hairpin yet again. We should be able to make up some time through here. That was a pretty good little sequence for me there. And I have such a huge lead. I have a 4.5 second lead over Josh Balicki, who's running in 20th right now. So as long as I'm not stupid, I should have a top 20 locked up right now. Keyword is being not stupid, though. Out of all the road courses, I'd say Mid-Ohio is up there for my least favorite. This and the two Rovals, Indianapolis and Charlotte, I just do not enjoy. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Rovals. I mean, I kind of like Indy. Indy can be fun, but I do not like Charlotte. We're not going to pit this time. We're going to pit next time. Just keep it straight. Keep it straight. I have so much time over 20th. That 4.5 seconds is now down to 1.5, and they're getting right up on my bumper. Now under 1, but we still have the position, so it is what it is. I'm surprised the race has stayed green for as long as it has, in all honesty. Oh, Eric Jones is fast off of that corner exit there. And he's probably going to run over me. Yep. Just don't know what I can do differently. Because I already feel like I'm close to overdriving that. Alright, what do I want to do pit stop wise? Do I want to take 4? I think I just take gas here. Try to go for the stage points. I don't know what the play is here, because Joey Logano has been on pit road for a while, so he might be taking 4.
You're almost out of gas.
I don't know what the pit road speed is.
Driver,
Too fast. Ugh. Whatever, I'm just taking... It didn't ever tell me what the speed was for pit road. I'm going to loosen her up a little bit. I'm just going to take 4 tires because I already have that penalty, so this stage is over. Might as well just set myself up for the next stage. I've never had to take green flag pit stops at this track. I have no idea what the pit road speed is. 30 seconds. Alright. Well, remember what I said about doing something stupid? As long as I don't go a lap down, I should be fine. Alright, let's go. Where's the leader? Alright, I'm good. 32nd. Alright. Maybe I can get past Briscoe here. I just don't want to use up my stuff that much because I'm going to hope that everybody else pits again and I can stay out.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
See, I tried to go a little bit further than what I normally do and I just went right off the course. But if I didn't do that, the CPU plows into me, so I don't really know. I don't really know what I can do there. I don't know, I'm just going to chalk that up to BS. I mean, I can keep trying to learn how to do that corner, but it just, I've tried. I really have tried to learn it. Alright, we're coming to the white flag.
Car left.
Alright, what's the wear looking like?
1 to go. Careful, still there.
Sorry. I don't really like being on the outside for the hairpin. I feel like it's a lot easier to be quick on the inside, but they fall off super early for the hairpin. So I'm actually able to get the spots on the outside. Look at that lead Logano has, though. He just finished the stage, and we just got through the hairpin. Here they come right back up to my bumper. Stage should be ending here momentarily. How's the stage? There it is. I was like, oh, let's ask how the stage wasn't over yet. I've never seen a stage go green till the end, till now, at this track. That's crazy. Seems like most people are pitting, so I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna take fuel and right sides. No repairs. Everything else is fine. Hopefully we gain some spots here. Gained 7, so I'll take that actually. Not a bad spot to be in. However, I'm on the opposite side of the track than what I want to be. But I am next to Denny Hamlin, so maybe I can slot in beside him.
Right side.
And we're back green for stage 2 at Mid-Ohio Sportscar course. As I'm plowing into the back of Kurt Busch. But we do have the inside now for the hairpin, so we should be able to get a few spots if I time this correctly. But Bowman does have the bottom kind of locked up, so nothing I can do, and Busch is going to door us.
Left side.
It's kind of rude. I was there. Oh, I'm sorry, Half. I didn't even see you there. All right, up to 12th now. Maybe we can get some stage points out of this run. 4 laps of fuel, 6 laps in the stage. Maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe I just, instead of just sitting on the brake, maybe I just have to flutter it into the corner. Do make contact with Corey, or no, that wasn't Corey LaJoy. That was Gase, Joey Gase. Maybe that's the solution to that corner, actually. Maybe it's just fluttering the brakes. Maybe it's not getting hard on the brakes. Maybe it's just fluttering. Man, I do not want to be 3 wide at this track. I'm just going to fall off. That does not make sense to fight that hard. Logano, after dominating that first stage, is back here with us now. Oh, curb hopped, and I'm getting into Bowman and Logano, but everybody keeps it straight. Alright, I'm all clear. So I'm going to stick it to the right side of the track, getting into the hairpin, and maybe I can dive underneath Logano and Bowman. I'm going to dive, not quite able to get underneath Busch, but I am going to give him a shove through the center of the corner, and that does give me the spot if I can keep it going straight. I am able to, but looks like he is going to try to get a run, but Joey Gase is there to be used as a pick as we head into this little curvy portion of the track. Sorry, I really don't know this track that well. Yeah, a little bit too hard through that corner. Alright, top 10 currently as I wheel hop. Just got to keep the car going straight. Joey Gase is going to try to get back around me, but I have the inside for this corner, and I'm able to take the spot. Car keeps going straight, even though I spin the wheels ever so slightly. Corey LaJoy is next target. Guys, I'm not going to be too happy with me. I'm not racing the cleanest race ever, but I don't really care about that. I just kind of care about results. And Eric Jones is pulling away, but stage is over, and we end up getting 10th. Only 1 stage point, but better than 0. So glad we were in the top 10 when we were. We're going to go ahead and jump in pit lane, take 4 tires, get those repairs out of the way, and let's head to stage 3. And we are green with the final stage of the evening. Gonna try to jump outside of Corey LaJoy early. Good thing there's no black flags for leaving your lane early in this game. And we make it through turn 1 successfully as we head up to the hairpin. Maybe we can get some spots through here. Gonna dive onto the brakes. Able to get underneath Corey LaJoy, but can't quite get underneath McDowell as we get through the hairpin with... I don't think we made contact. Oh, now we made contact. Very, for the most part, pretty clean to how we have been running. And we're going to get out of that in 8th position. So that's a positive 2 right there as we make it towards this little downhill section. And I just absolutely get run over by my teammate, Martin Truex. He just did not care that I was there. As now I run him off the track. I mean, he kind of deserved that. I know he's my teammate, but I didn't do it intentionally, but he did deserve it. Alright, we're going to fall back to 9th, and we're going to overdrive it severely, and we're in the sand. Alright, just got to get back on the course. We still have plenty of time in this race to make that stuff back. A lot of damage on the car, but most of it just appears to be cosmetic. Doesn't look like anything that's actually going to be hindering this Toyota's ability to perform. So I do get into the one machine slightly. As I think that's, I don't know who's getting into us, but we're going around. Was that the 15, James Davison? All right, and we have now lost everything that we have worked for up to this point, which is not ideal, but we're only halfway through this race, so we got plenty of time to try to make that back. Just the biggest problem I'm having is spinning those tires and getting super squirrely. I'm going to dive. I'm going to try to take this spot from Alfredo, but it's not going to happen. So we head down this long back stretch, see if I can get underneath Harvick. He is I'm kind of using Alfredo and Suarez as like a pick, in a sense. I like to do that on this back stretch. I overdrove it. I don't get it. Oh, the 15's all the way back here. I don't know who got into me earlier then. So the 14's back here too. I don't know who would have gotten into me earlier. Alright, well now we're all the way back to 35th. This seems a little bit more difficult to recover from. But we will see. I'm trying to do too much right now. I'm overdriving it, and instead of just holding my position, I'm just trying to fight. And there's no need for me to do that. Like, just get it as it comes to me. I know the areas of the track where I'm strong. I just got to use those areas to pass. And where I'm not strong, I just got to try to block and be smart. Alright. Gain them little by little. I can't get it all back in one lap or in one corner for that matter. So, just got to take my time with it and try to claw my way back into this race. And hopefully we can get a top 10 out of this. Alright, we're up to 32nd. Stenhouse is next on my list of drivers to get around. Now I plowed into the back of him. No radiator damage, so the car's in pretty good shape, but he's going to have probably an angry tweet to send at me after this race. Alright, I'm not going to pit this time. I will pit next time, though. Just got to use this opportunity of cars going down pit road to get as many spots as I can. Honestly, I might actually be better off getting on pit road as soon as I can. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm pitting now.
Right side. All right, you're clear. Drop your speed.
40, now it tells me. Why'd I get black flagged earlier? Alright, do not repair that damage. Put 4 tires on it. Honestly, getting away from all the traffic might be the best thing for us right now, which is why I decided I wanted to pit early. Plus, if a caution comes out, we can stay out and gain a ton of spots. So going in the pit road as soon as I could was the better choice for me at the moment. And we aren't going to lap people on this track, so there was no point to really try to stay out and fight. Just take the fresh equipment and go.
You're clear on pit road.
So now I have some space to work with, and I can run my laps. And hopefully everybody else kind of stays bottled together. I mean, I don't want to be this far back, but we're about 6.5 seconds back from Ryan Newman. Sorry, I'm really trying to focus on just nailing my laps while I can.
Yellow's out.
There's the yellow, so is anybody... Alright, we'll be able to get past a few people. But is it worth it? Yeah, I think so. 'Cause no matter what, I'm going to have to pit again. There's just not many cars coming to the pit. I won't gain many spots. See, I'm just going to pit again. Repair the damage. I mean, there's no reason not to. Throw a bit more tape on there, and let's just bring it down pit road. I mean, only a couple cars pitted. That little bit of positions doesn't really matter. So you might as well have fresher equipment.
You ready? Green out. Let's go.
Alright, green flag is back out at Mid-Ohio. 9 laps remaining. I have 5 laps of fuel. So one more pit stop is required. Teammate Bell is putting a bit of a block on me, but he's going to give way and give me a bit of space. And we are going to gain a ton of spots going into the hairpin here, and we're already back up to pretty much where we would have been if we chose not to pit. Plus we have our damage on our car fixed and fresher tires, so I think I made the right choice. Alright, it's just a matter of just getting what I can. Don't overdo it. Just be smart through here.
Still there.
Man, everybody's getting all bottled up, and Chase Elliott seems to have gotten the worst of it.
Far left. Right side.
Oh, I would have loved to have been able to stay out there, but everybody got so bottled up, and I just got the worst of it. 12 seconds of repairs, back in last, but hopefully I don't have to make another pit stop.
Coming to the green, driver.
Man, I am
Ready.
kicking myself over that one. Yeah, if we can get one more caution, I won't have to make another pit stop.
Careful. Still there.
6 laps to go.
Stay to your right.
Alright, coming to the hairpin. I am inside of Timmy Hill right now. We're going to dive it, get a couple of spots, get right up behind our teammate Denny Hamlin. Going to be kind of pushing Anthony Alfredo out of the way. Sorry about that.
Clear. All right. You're clear.
But we got 6 laps to make something happen here. Let's see how bottled up we get through this set of corners.
Far left.
Coming in pretty hot. Yeah, it's just we end up getting 3 wide, and that's everybody needs to chill.
Far left.
All right, we got it through that corner this time. Ooh, Hamlin getting loose, but he saves it as he's racing against the 2 Ganassi cars in Chastain and Busch.
Still there.
All right, we are kind of stuck on the outside here, but that is okay. Because we get the inside, and we will have the inside during the hairpin if we can keep it down here. I do get in the back of my teammate. Hopefully that doesn't cause any damage to him or me. We seem all right. Just a little bit of visual stuff. 5 laps to go. I got 4 laps of fuel, so I am banking on another caution, or we're going to have to take green flag pit stops. I'm racing down the front stretch towards the hairpin, which I very much overdrove. I'm going to get into half, cause some more damage, but at this point in the race, we are not fixing that. But it does net me some positions, so it might be a dirty move, but it's what we need at this point. Somebody is blowing up. We're going to get a caution.
All right, you're clear. All clear. Far left.
I had to drive through the grass to make that work, but we did, and somehow for some reason, there is no caution. I wonder what caused them to get so slow then.
You got room. You're clear.
But we are gaining spots, just taking advantage when we can and keeping the car on the track. That's the best thing to do right now. I know I keep repeating that, and I know it's annoying, but I got to keep reminding myself
Clear all around.
to race this track smart. Right behind Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I got, what is that, Josh Balicki in my rear view. Just a few more times around. We got some cars coming to the pits. And I wonder if I should pit now.
All clear.
I don't think so. My stuff is too fresh right now to pit. Got to take advantage of that.
That was a great lap.
Looks like that was my best lap yet. It wasn't my record, but it was my best of this race. Huge run by Stenhouse out of that corner. I'm going to dive back underneath them, and I'm going to get him through the hairpin.
Clear left.
Gets up to Joey Gase here. I think I'm just going to stay out and hope for the caution. I don't know if that's the right move, but seems like the best one I can make.
Stay left. All right, you're clear. Right side, right side.
All right, so we make that stick, and hopefully I can get around the 53.
Right side. All right, you're clear.
I sent him off the track a little bit. My bad, man.
Right side, right side. Getting low on gas. Getting low on gas. You're running on fumes out here. Right side. All clear. Right side, right side.
We're coming down pit road this time. Just going to take a splash of fuel. No tires.
Car in front of you, steady this time.
We're going to go in, just take half a tank.
Right side. All right, you're clear. Car left. Right side. Car left. Clear left.
Hamlin is spinning me getting on the pit road. Take 1 can of fuel, no tires, no repairs. Just in and out. And there's the caution, so I don't need to pit. So I'm going to be in probably about 12th. Now I kind of wish I would have taken everything if I was on pit road when it happened. All right, now that we're off, I'm going to change that to do not pit. And we are in 7th, actually. So I chose the right time to make our way down pit lane.
We're going green. Be ready here. Left side. Left
All right.
2 to go.
2 laps. 2 more times around Mid-Ohio. I do not need to wreck this thing right now. I am in such a good spot to come away with a good finish here after the crazy race we've had. I just do not need to wreck it.
Careful, still there.
I mean, winning this thing would be fantastic and would help us get our way into the playoffs, because you got to be thinking about playoffs all season long, but I'd rather finish 7th than 37th. So I'm more worried about racing smart. If the positions come available, then I'll take them, but
Right side.
I just gotta wait for them to come available. This is an area where I always wreck it in these final laps.
All right, you're clear. Right side, right side.
Yep, they're wanting to jump around, but I'm on it. I'm ready for it. Man, I wish I would have taken 4 tires when I went on pit road, but I didn't know the caution was going to come out right there. And when it did come out, I should have switched over to 4 tires, knowing that I was going to be... I just don't know if I could have. No penalty for cutting that corner, fortunately, and we're on the white flag lap. Whatever happens, happens. Gonna cut this corner a little bit. Alright, we got our teammate Martin Truex behind us. And I don't know if we're gonna catch the guys in front of us. They seem a little bit too far up there. Truex gets a huge run coming out of the hairpin. It was not the best trip through there for me. That's okay. I mean, honestly, if I have to give up a spot to Truex, then that's fine. I mean, the fact that I'm still on the track at this point is pretty miraculous. Yeah, I'm not going to race him that hard. I'm just going to give him that spot. I don't really care that much. That's what I didn't need to do. Alright, just a couple more turns. I have a top 10 as long as I'm smart. Kyle Larson has won today.
You're almost out of gas.
You're really telling me that with 2 corners left to go? 10th place. We will take that.
Nice work with the top 10.
Man, what a crazy race. That was significantly longer than I thought it would be. Less cautions than I also thought, so. Man. Can't believe we came away with a 10th. That race was so up and down. Alright, let's take a look at our race results. Looking at our top 10, Kyle Larson does finish this race in first, Joey Logano second, Brad Keselowski third, Tyler Reddick fourth, Chris Buescher in fifth, Eric Jones sixth, Ryan Blaney 7th, Martin Truex Jr. 8th, Cole Custer 9th, and we will round out the top 10. All 3 Penske Fords finish in the top 10. 2, 3, and 7. So very good day for Penske. Here is your 11th through 20th. Notable mentions being our teammate Christopher Bell in 12th. And then Kevin Harvick and Alex Bowman, 19th and 20th. 2 guys that should be competitive throughout the series. Looking at 21st through 30th, this is where we'll find the likes of Chase Elliott. We have Chase Briscoe, Kurt Busch. In this section of cars. And then 31st through 40th is where we'll find Denny Hamlin finishing 32nd. Not the day that he would have liked to have, I'm sure. And then we also have Ross Chastain, William Byron, Justin Haley, and Ty Dillon all DNFing. Not a good season for Justin Haley so far. Let's go see how the points are looking after 2 races. Looking at the top 10 in points, Eric Jones is currently our points leader. Kyle Larson's in second. Eric Jones, of course, won Daytona. Kyle Larson winning this one. And I think the main reason behind that is because of the stage win that Eric Jones has during this event. I dropped down to 7th, which actually might have been where I was starting this race. I actually don't remember where I was. Now I'm curious to go through the field and see where the Gibbs cars are. We got Denny Hamlin in 17th, Martin Truex Jr. in 19th, and we have to go all the way down to 28th to find Christopher Bell. And Justin Haley only has 2 points to his name. He's DNF'd in both races. And William Byron definitely not having the season that he hoped. He's the lowest running Hendrick driver by pretty far. Fastest lap this event is going to go to Joey Logano with 1:21 seconds. Eric Jones led the most laps with 13, but he is not able to come away with the victory, unfortunately. Eric Almirola on the move finished 14th after starting 39th, and tough break for William Byron. Started in the top 10 at 7th and finished 38th. That is going to do it for this episode of NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. The first 2 races of this season have been very interesting, to say the least, with Daytona and Mid-Ohio. They've been kind of all over the place. But next up on the schedule, we get some speedways. We get Homestead, Miami, followed by Vegas, followed by, I believe, Phoenix. So we should get an idea of how most of the races this season are going to run, because most of the races in the schedule are speedways. So it's going to be pretty important to look at Homestead, to look at Vegas, and to look at the short track of Phoenix to get an idea of how this season is going to kind of play out. So I think these next 2, if not 3 races are going to be the most important on determining how good our season is going to go. So keep an eye out for those 2 episodes. And I do appreciate you spending your time with me today.